Well, I hope that Twitch and YouTube can hear us. Hopefully this time it will work. But hello everyone and welcome to the KKRLA Week 1 Game 1 Season Opener. It's a fun thing to have here and a fun thing to do, ladies and gentlemen. And it worked, I think.
Yes, it did.
Let's see if it worked. It did. We're streaming. We're live. It did. Yay. All right. Well, you kind of just revealed your position, Alex, but I'm Sokina.
And I'm Alex.
That was a weird way to introduce you, but he's here throughout the whole entire season, going to be commentating live with me. How do you feel about that, Alex?
I feel kind of great spending my time here announcing the season opening for KKRLA.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's start this game. It's the Kina Gamers number 3 taking on the number 5 non-beaters. The ball is going to go into the Kina Gamers to start off this season. The Kina Gamers side, sorry. I just said Kina Gamers. We have our first demolition of the season, too. Kina Gamers want to send it. Non-beaters will send it away to get the first goal of the game. That was a long shot by Suave. Or Swabby. I'm going to say Suave.
Floppy.
Swabby. Okay. Sure. And if we are experiencing lag during the replays, so if you would please just ignore that. And here we go into the second tip, where the ball is going to be sent over in the Kina Gamer side. Alex?
It was amazing go at first, and oh my goodness.
It seems like the non-beaters are just doing this with ease. The Kina Gamers may be ranked number 3, but they have really got to put themselves in the game, truthfully, because it seems like their head is out of the game. Alex?
Well, it looks like the non-beaters are really pushing down the Kina Gamers to their own side, and what we want from the Kina Gamers is to probably at least have a score and put some effort to this game.
With at least a score, they need to put in some work, which it doesn't look like they have been doing on offense nor defense. So this is mostly on the Kina Gamers side. The gamers really got to show up, and the Kina Gamers have really got to. We're just mostly getting a reality check at this point, saying you may be ranked higher than us, but that doesn't mean you're going to beat us. The non-beaters are really truthfully putting in the work this game. I mean, it is the first game after all, so you do truthfully want to show out to make a statement for your own team. The Kina Gamers will have it on the non-beater side. Alex?
Well, Kina Gamers are trying to find the goal, and as the non-beaters are trying to push back to their side, and it looks like it might be a goal here.
And it was hit away by what I think was maybe Squall or Sundown. I wasn't truthfully watching. Kina Gamers are trying to get that ball to make its way into the non-beater side. Remember, this is a... And also, Alex, overtime. I think you should know how overtime works.
Yeah.
Overtime can only go to 5 minutes, and then it's just the game is counted as a tie.
Ooh, what a nice block there.
And the game is counted as a tie at the 5-minute mark if no scores are made.
Oh, and it might be there. Oh,
And non-beaters are giving the Kina
Swabby.
Gamers a complete reality check, saying, "Hey, y'all really need to put up your game. We want to deal with something competitive."
It looks like the Kina Gamers didn't train.
Enough, you'd say?
Yes.
I mean, but remember, they have enough time to come back.
True. Let's
I mean, we've seen some major comebacks. Think back to the 8-Bit Legends back in the postseason tournament somewhere around there. Maybe the play-in. I can't remember. There's a block by Marley way down there.
Let's hope the Kina Gamers
The Kina Gamers are gonna send that ball up in the air.
Let's hope the Kina Gamers can
Non-beaters looking to put up another goal, and it's the Kina Gamers launching that ball far. They've got what they want. They want that ball on the non-beaters side, but they do have to put in the effort to try and get that goal. The non-beaters are really just truthfully giving them a reality check at this point. It's not even a competition. It's mostly a reality check.
Well, and that might be a goal. Ooh.
Very close.
Two
It's
demolitions.
a back and forth.
They're really trying to fight for the ball here.
They're really putting in the work within these last minutes and a couple of seconds. But they have really got to work on their angle management, because it doesn't look like they're hitting the ball correctly. It's in their red zone, pushed away. Sydney's going to send it back. They can't get that goal to go. Kina Gamers trying to truthfully put that ball up in there with 1 minute remaining on the clock. This is going to be a very hard deficit to come back from. Now, this would be a sad loss for the Kina Gamers because, oh, there's a goal. They were looking for that one. Assist by Squall. They were looking for that goal desperately. They needed that big time. Squall gives Sundown the setup. Here we go into the fifth tip. With 42 seconds left on the clock, we're going to see if the Kina Gamers can put in their hard work for another potential goal. Ball's up in the air. Alex?
It's amazing just seeing them put in the effort for a second goal, and the non-beaters are really not letting them get through a second goal here, as you can see. But looks like they keep going back and forth for the ball, and we probably, in these last seconds, we might see another goal from probably the Kina Gamers.
The Kina Gamers looking for it high and low. They get that! Wow, they're fighting back and forth. This would be an amazing comeback by the Kina Gamers if they get this goal in the last 10 seconds. If it goes over on their side, there's not much hope. They can still get it over with the minimal seconds that they have. But if they get this goal in, it's going to be the most amazing thing the Kina Gamers have ever seen. It's an immediate send over into the non-beater side. We're looking in the last seconds. Kina Gamers hope. Slowly rising. They're going to see if they can get this last goal. That's floating up in the air. Oh my gosh! They got it! They got it! Oh my! The Kina Gamers putting in a comeback clutch. Alex, let's hear your thoughts on that one.
I'm speechless right now. The last second to overtime.
We are
incredible.
Looking at overtime. Oh my gosh! Kina Gamers putting in the work. They really looked into that reality check in the matter of the time that they had between the replays, and oh my gosh, they are putting in the work heavily. Now we need to see. They were able to get that pull off, but we need to see if they can pull off in overtime. This is basically crunch time because you only have 5 minutes to score. Kina Gamers, 3 players fighting for the ball in the middle of the court. Not what you want to be seeing with your team, because that might ruin some team chemistry. Ball being sent over by the non-beaters. Non-beaters trying to make their tiny comeback. It's going to be there, and the non-beaters are going to grab the goal in the last seconds, making this game 4-3. The non-beaters take the upset. They originally had that win, and it just feels like that last goal attempt by the Kina Gamers was all for nothing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a crazy game. We're going to look at the MVP of the match, Suave, the complete MVP. 364 is their score, with 2 goals, 1 save, and 2 shots. They played 2 for 2, so they have a perfect 100%, saving one of the goals, and their only save of the non-beaters. Now, once you see the Rocket League loading screen disappear, you will know that it is the post-game talk about the 2 teams. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the post-game talk with me and Alex. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the post-game talk with your main host Sokina and your co-host Alex.
Alex.
I guess we didn't really plan that one through, but this was an amazing performance by both teams. I have to say, the Kina Gamers didn't pull out with the win, but we saw that they could perform in crunch time. Wouldn't you say, Alex?
Yes.
Now, personally, let's just hear your overview of the game, Alex.
It was an incredible game. Both teams were pushing back and forth for the ball, score after score, until the overtime almost hit. Until the game was about to be finished 2-3, and we saw an amazing play from the Kina Gamers scoring at the last second before it was about to head into overtime.
And honestly, we love seeing this from teams. It makes the games more fun to watch and commentate over. It's personally enjoyment for us. Well, let's get into the winning team's offense. The non-beaters offense really just gave the Kina Gamers in the first couple of minutes a reality check, saying you may be ranked number 5, ranked number 3, so you may think you're better than us, but no. Putting it at a 3-0 deficit. Alex, let's hear your thoughts about the non-beaters offense.
The non-beaters offense was incredible. Probably the best one I've seen for this season so for now. But it was incredible seeing them score on the Kindergartners and saying just because you're higher ranked than us doesn't mean you're better than us. And I guess they did prove themselves.
All right. Well, they did pull off the upset. All right, the non-beaters defense. Personally, they didn't have much to do in the first couple of minutes. They were playing pretty decently and made the ball go over in the Kina Gamers side most of the time. But then we look at the last couple of seconds, crunch time, basically. They were playing not as poorly and gave up 3 goals to send it to overtime. But then they would bite back and take the overtime win, which is pretty sad for the Kina Gamers. That makes it just seem like that overtime was worth nothing. Alex, let's hear your thoughts on the non-beaters defense.
The defense was amazing at the start, backing every single goal and letting themselves go on the 3 goals, letting them head to 3 goals until we started a little bit pushing back and letting go of the defense, and that's how we got into overtime. But I guess the defense finally found themselves on overtime and scored a final touch.
The final touch. We love hearing that. All right, let's talk about the Kina Gamers offense. Now, personally, my opinion, I don't think there was a lot to say for the offense. In the first couple of minutes, they were playing very poorly, not good ball control, just giving up the ball. And let's hear your overview of the offense of the Kina Gamers, Alex.
I mean, I agree with you. They were slacking at the beginning of the game, but we saw them improve goal by goal. We saw them learning their mistakes, and then we saw them play an amazing goal at the last second before we were about to finish, but I guess we headed into overtime. But then they did the best they could, but sadly they lost the match.
Sad loss for the Kina Gamers, but we do see how they pull out in crunch time. That's a very impressive performance. This will definitely not be forgotten as a season starter, but impressive first game. All right, last thing we have to look at, the Kina Gamers defense. They were giving up goals and slacking big time in the first couple of minutes. It was insane how much slacking they were to be ranked number 3. I'm not sure if they even deserve that rank at this point, but I mean, that's what you would say if you didn't see the last couple of minutes. Because the last couple of minutes, they kept it pretty close. Pushing the ball away, giving it, and when Squall gave that assist to, I think, Sundown or Swabby, I don't remember who it was, that was what really set off the Kina Gamers, making sure they would keep that ball over there and get the last couple of goals. Alex, let's hear your overview of the Kina Gamers defense.
I mean, it was kind of like they were saying, we're a better team, and like we're too good. And it looks like the defense probably let the offense just take over, and the defense probably didn't even care about that because if you don't care about one section of your team, and how can you say that working as a team is good if don't even if you don't even help your team out?
Work as a team.
Yeah, work as a team.
Pretty much. All right, well, this has been Game 1, Week 1, a crazy opener performance that we've seen by both teams. Amazing performance by both of them. We thank you all for watching this episode, this game. I'm Sokina.
And I'm Alex.
And we're signing off for the season opener. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.